Sunday, the 21st of June. Quick update. It's bright and early. AC is going off like crazy already. Just some quick updates. As you can see, the hydroponic cucumbers just dying out. I think we had a good heat spike and it just killed them off. The other cucumbers started to come back. And then the lemon cucumbers took a hit, so I think it's just heat. The watermelon plant is just overgrowing everything. I need to shuffle some things around. It's a good healthy plant. It's just, I mean, there's only 2 plants in there. It's just going like crazy. Rutabaga is doing well. Did a little trimming so I could get past it. Like I said, the lemon cucumber took a hit, but there's a bunch of cucumbers hanging out in there. Whatever peppers these are going to be are starting to do their thing. The snap peas really aren't doing much. The Roma green beans are doing really well. These are actually probably needed to be picked earlier part of the week, so I've got to pick some beans, keep the plants going. The bitter melons, just there's like 5 or 6 of them in there. They're just growing like crazy. This plant's just insane. It's really thick inside, and yeah, not much else to say for that. It's got tons of blossoms, and you know, all kinds of things are growing on it. So what more do you want? There's a little baby right there. So corn is about 8 foot tall, but there's corn growing. So, you know, what can I say? A couple different tomato plants in here. They're doing okay. Just a lot of heat. These orange Rossellini's been doing real well, but again, just lots of heat. Second batch of beans are starting to do their thing. A little bit of heat issues. But the other bean plant, got beans ready to pick. Carrots are starting to pop up. So are the potatoes. Starting to poke through. There's one starting to poke through there. Zucchini, that's been a weird ride. They finally grew out, fell out on the sides, and there's actually tons of zucchini growing. I've been trying to thin it out, but so there's a couple there. There's a couple monsters hiding in there, hanging down on the side. There's one starting there. There's one hanging out down there. There's one hanging out down there. And the other one's got one hanging out down there. Starboard plants are doing okay. Something keeps eating them. I gotta figure out something to try to cover them. Lots of runners starting. This is the Japanese radish. I planted them in the seed trays and transplanted. They're actually surviving. They should have just been direct seeded. More carrots. Onions that went to seed purposely, so I need to harvest the seeds. German giant radishes been doing really well. I need to pick those. Those are actually getting old. Not as big as I thought they'd be with a name like German giant, but they were good. The cilantro tastes a little funky, and it's going to seed, going to flower. dill needs to be picked. And these are mostly the black carrots. They need to be thinned out now. These are the red carrots. They weren't doing real well. And then I planted more seeds. Actually, these are just leaves hanging over. I did plant some more seeds where it was bare. Basil, looks like that's getting ready to flower. That needs to get popped. I'll do that stuff later. And then the baby bok choy should have been direct seeded as well, but it is what it is. Greenhouse, been going like crazy. So these are those early dolls. They're not that big. I don't know, bigger than a cherry tomato, but pretty small tomatoes. But they started to ripen, so we got tomatoes. Same species of plant, so got tomatoes, and then there's tons of them hanging out up here, right? So there's dozens and dozens. Looks like that's gonna start to go. This midnight snack, or whatever we're calling it, it's doing its thing. It's almost dead, so I'm just letting it finish ripening, and then I'm gonna cut this one down. The aromas going like gangbusters, and it's ripening pretty quick. And then there's a few more going down here, a few more out there. I've got a couple of suckers trying to root inside the house to replace it, because I'm guessing once it's done, it's going to be done. Black creme is trying. Some of the early ones are ripening. Some of the other ones are still growing pretty good size. These ones still doing well. I mean, that's pretty, they're funky shape, but that is what it is. Got the tatsoi, should have been directly seeded, but I tried it out in there. And I've got some mini tomato, mini peppers. Abe Lincoln, it's pretty much done. They split and it's not doing anything. I'm gonna take one of these sun golds that I rooted. Oh, it's not doing too well. I don't think it likes it in here. And then the peppers have been growing and falling because they're getting really heavy. The plants are. So you can see it looks like a darn jungle back there. I need to try to pull it up a little bit. That big beef, I just kind of did not take good care of it, so that's dying out. The Aurora peppers, they're starting to blossom. Need some trimming. The green peppers, I know there's a, yeah, there you go. Well, geez, talk about stuff just sprouting up when you're not paying attention. This one, not so much. There's blossoms. Banana pepper needs to be picked. And then the Scotch bonnet, there's dozens. So, I mean, it's healthy. I just see how hot it gets. Needs a little support. They're starting to lean because they're getting heavy. Chocolate sprinkle. I've got one sucker sprouting in the house. I should have tried to get another one, but it has been producing more suckers. I mean, I did a good job of trimming it, but I trimmed it too well. But they're turning this, this burnt orangish color. The big beef finally has a tomato or four. It's doing okay. Actually, this branch broke. I had to trim that earlier. Midnight snacks are starting to turn. Look at those. Isn't that crazy? And then the indigos. The Tesla land currant, lots of blossoms. It's just going like gangbusters in here. I was gonna see, there we are, they're hiding back here. Little teeny tiny tomatoes. That's about as big as they're gonna get. They're about the size of a small blueberry. And then the sun gold's doing fine. A couple trusses down there. Some starting there. Some more starting there. So I thought it was gonna be a quick update, but looks like a big update. So that's it for this week.